How's it going? Welcome back to Fallout 2 with me, Noble. As you can see, well, maybe you can't, I'm right here. It took me several deaths, and I hate to say this, I didn't get it on my own. I actually had to look up a walkthrough because I kept getting killed several times. It would have been a very boring episode. But I managed to find a Gek while I was here. Matter of fact, to tell you the truth, the Gek is up here in one of these lockers up in this spot. I'm not going back through there because I don't want to get electrocuted anymore. But yeah, I will straight up say I failed to figure this puzzle out on my own. So I had to look it up. I'll admit to it. I'm not going to try and, oh man, I'm so great. I did it on X try. No, didn't happen. I failed. And I got so frustrated. I'm like, if I'm going to keep recording this, I need to actually move the story forward. I'm not going to sit here and be like, well, I'll try it again. I'll try it again. I just got pissed and I said, no, I'm going to go ahead and do it. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and heal up real quick. Use some of my lesser stim packs. Because I took some damage back there. Alright, so I saved it, so we're good to go, just in case something goes horribly wrong. Seems we're in some kind of power grid. Okay, there's a staircase here. This must be the one that... No, it's not. I was going to say, this must be the one that goes to the, that back door we saw, but there was another room in between those two, right? Oh, maybe it is. Oh my, we have ourselves some, wannabe, Americana right here. So maybe the synthetic president must be this guy or this guy as a robot clone. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe there wasn't a robot one on this one. Now that looks fun. What are you, my friend? The bomb. It's the bomb. Okay, so I have a funny feeling we're going to be running out of here with our friends. I left them upstairs. Remember, they're still upstairs. So, hopefully I did not leave them in a spot they're going to have trouble getting to me. Because if they are, we're in a bit of trouble. I.e., if I go back the way I do, and I can't get to them, then I'm going to be fighting without my assistance. Who's smacking the gum in the headset? Not me, sir. So we got ourselves a good old Gek. Now I'm curious if I can open this door up, because maybe this is the one that goes to that room that I couldn't get through before. It's locked, so it's probably the same one. Let's see. I'd like to check out some of these red rooms. These rooms look important. This one, not as important. So maybe we can find this card in one of these rooms. Because I'd hate to have to go and assassinate one of these guys and have the entire base turn against me as I try to run out of this place, you know? If we fought our way in and there wasn't anybody left to fight the way out of, that'd be one thing. This ain't it. I don't even have my Vindicator. I got the lesser laser minigun, so I mean, this is a good reason we saved it, because if it does turn sour, I need to get to the right equipment to do the job. I'm going to assume this is Mr. Presidente, since they got this giant-ass door right here. So it's either the Secretary of State, Vice President, or somebody. You're all against me, aren't you? Aren't you? No, sir. It's not saying anything. Let's try some science on. Let's science the crap out of this. Not gonna let me science? Nope, didn't learn anything. Okay. I'm just doing my patrol, sir. Don't mind me. War room, okay. Don't really want to walk into that one. We'll keep moving about first. Let's try this one next, and we'll get this one after that. We gotta look around, because I feel like interacting could be bad for my health. If things don't work out too good, you know? The Cane is my ship, mine. Do you hear me? Is he insane? I don't understand what's going on with him. The Cane is my ship, you hear me? Back off, whippersnappers! I've been vice president for 37 years! They don't hold elections anymore. Well, everything's saved, so if I do get gunned down for walking in here, we'll see. Alright. I guess I can't. Nothing out of the ordinary. The chair is just there. Tomato. Alright then, Mr. Vice President, I'm going to assume. Yeah, Vice President. It's either that or Secretary of State. Hello, Trooper. What can I do for you? The Vice President's office. He may be insane, so let's just go ahead and go for it. Ah, I see. Well, as you may know, I've long thought that it's time for the human race to enter the solar system. Well, technically, we're already there, so we're ahead of the game. Just floating along. Aren't we already in the... Yeah. Go where? I think that they made Mars, maybe Mars, that is, would be nice because Mars is essentially the same as orbit. Not really. There's some serious issues about colonizing Mars, such as lower gravity involving major health risks for any humans that would go there. Same distance from the sun, which is very important. There's also no atmosphere. You have to build one. We have seen pictures and there canals, we believe, and water, if there is water. Yeah, he doesn't know jack crap. Yeah, it takes a lot to colonize and, more importantly, terraform a planet like Mars. It could be done, but not in our generation. Of course. Do you, of course, logical citizen of the great United States, would do the same? Okay, why is that? We have to work together because if we don't succeed, we run the risk of failure. I guess if you don't try, you don't succeed. It isn't a wrong answer. I feel like if I say this, we're going to get attacked. I mean, that we don't want to go back to tomorrow. We don't want to go forward. What? Yes, like the direction. I have made good judgments in the past, and I have only made good judgments, like taking our citizens, and Vault 13 citizens, and killing them. Good choice. I believe we are on an irreversible trend toward more freedom and democracy. There's nothing left. There's nothing to be democracy about. Don't be silly. It isn't pollution that's harming the environment. It's the impurities of our air and our water that are doing it. Okay, we're just going to be going now. Carry on, Trooper. Future will be better tomorrow. This is the kill 'em all answer. Let's see. What do you mean by that, sir? I mean that we don't want to go back to tomorrow. Oh, crap. This thing again. Well, that's just the thing. The Enclave is a man-made island surrounded by water. I see. Well, as you may know, the long thought that this time for the human race to enter the solar system. We're back to this conversation again. Okay, we gotta get out of this conversation. I'm getting out of here. What? Let's see. Is there another way to get in here besides this door? So I feel like this one's just going to get me shot if I go through it. How do I get to this room? There's another way around. I got in.
Hello, I'm the President of the United States of America, and you are...
Able Body 123-7, security team, Beta 5. We are here for presidential item inspection. Do you have your card on you, sir? I may need that. Let's see. I'm your executioner? No. The president? What are you talking about? I'm lost. See you, busy man. I'll just be leaving now.
You really don't know, do you? Let me tell you about mankind's salvation. A little history first.
About how you nuked the world, or possibly didn't, but were part of it, I guess?
There was a great war, long before we were born. Our gallant soldiers fought from the Yukon to the Yangtze. We were winning, too. And then those damn Reds launched. We barely got our birds up. Well, no, it didn't. But at least it knocked the damn Red Menace back into the Stone Age.
Just like us.
Well, no, not quite. You see, we had planned ahead. We were ready. We had a number of sanctuaries that would enable the glorious American civilization to endure.
Vaults.
This
and the Enclave
facility.
vaults, more or less.
The vaults were part of the great plan.
Well, they were the social experiments. The Enclave vaults, on the other hand, the military vaults, they were the ones that you were keeping things going.
Actually, they worked almost exactly the way they were supposed to. You might call it a social experiment on a grand scale. The vaults were set up to test humanity. Some had not enough food synthesizers. Others had only men in them. Yet others were designed to open after only 6 months. They each had a unique set of circumstances designed to test the occupants.
And a lot of people died. Not including the nukes.
Vault 13 was a special case. It was supposed to remain closed until the subjects were needed. Vault 13 was, in scientific parlance, a control group.
Was it really? Because I thought 13 had the water chip issue.
An unfortunate and unforeseen accident. However, as it turns out, a rather fortuitous one. As it turns out, we needed test subjects from untainted pre-war human stock, your ancestors in Vault 13, and some freshly mutated stock, the villagers from Arroyo.
So that's how you pronounce it. I've been saying, like, aggro this all the time.
For the project, it's almost ready. Humanity's salvation is almost at hand, and the United States of America will be the progenitor of that rebirth.
Nah, you guys went nuts a while back.
The only way for true humans and democracy to be safe is to cleanse the mutants from the globe. We humans will take back that which is rightfully ours.
So you're making mutants and then killing them. You do realize the FEV and the super mutants came from the Enclave's experiments, right? So they make super mutants. They make a virus to kill the super mutants. So it doesn't seem right here.
We found a research facility in operational shape about 70 years ago, a former military base that had been used to research a special virus.
The FEV.
Yes, the FEV virus. It was originally developed to turn soldiers into super warriors, but it failed.
Yes.
The warriors were tough and strong, but far too stupid. However, our brilliant chemical core altered it to turn it into a staggeringly effective killer. Any humanoid that
You
is
thought about using that before the nukes? It might have been a little more catastrophic, but not as devastating to the world.
Is the project. No, that's humanity's last, best hope. That's what we've been working towards all these years. That's one of the advantages of the FEV virus. We can release it right here, and the jet stream will carry it worldwide. It'll have plenty of time to cleanse every nook and cranny of the globe.
You are psychotic.
Test subjects? Your villagers are all descended from Vault stock, and we had to make sure that the FEV toxin
So he
was
knows
still
that we're
effective.
not
The
Enclave.
subjects from Vault 13...
I'm
test
surprised he
that,
hadn't hit the panic
and
button and be like, hey,
inoculation
kill this
against
guy.
the FEV. It's hardly necessary. I'm sure we could, and it would work, but there's no reason to do so. Never. Part of the president's job is to make the tough decisions. A lot of near-humans will sacrifice their lives for the return of humanity.
Near humans.
Humans will prevail.
Starting to sound a little bit like a Nazi there, dude. Let's see. Let's face it, they're beyond that, actually. They're full worldwide genociders at this point.
Oh, I don't relish this decision. If there was another way... But there isn't. No price is too high for the survival of the human race. If you were human, you'd feel the same way. Yes, I do. Even killing me won't help you. There's nothing you can do to stop the release.
Time to die. Nope, nope. Why won't you let me fight? Ugh. Well, Mr. President, I'm sorry, but that's about as far as you're gonna go. I probably shouldn't use the missile on him because I probably need to pick up something off of his body. I'm going to be honest with you. Presidential access key. That's exactly what I need to pick up. Oh boy. Well, the robots are coming for me. Oh, this is going to be bad when that door opens up. I don't think we're going to make it out of this situation. I think I need to fire... Oh, I'm about to die. I only got hit by like 2 shots and I'm already at 14 health. You just... The vice president just killed, or shot a guy in his back. Oh boy. Okay, this is going to be interesting. I got to figure out how to actually do this without getting myself vaporized. Oh good, I'm still here. Unfortunately, I'm also still here. So, maybe I need to do something with the power before I go after that other room. If I can shut down the power supply, maybe I can do something about having the robots not kill me. Because having the robots not attack me will help me out a lot about not getting killed as quickly. Anything to interact with around here? Does not look like it. Try this one this time. You cannot get there. I bet I can. Okay, I guess I can't. I stand corrected. You look like a scientist worth your weight in squirrels. Welcome to the Chemical Corps section, Trooper. I'm Lieutenant Colonel James Dr. Charles Cunning now. I've been introduced. Get the hell out of my lab. Well, Noble, I didn't know you escaped your cell, but I don't think we have anything to talk about. You need to talk to me. Who are you, and what should I spend my time talking to you? Saving thousands of lives. We'll go with that one. I don't see that there's much a need to talk about what a mutant soon, when real humans retake the planet. So how do they plan on retaking the planet? They only had one Gek. If I opened up that locker and it was like 500 Geks, maybe they would have been able to do something? They literally can't cleanse the entire planet in the amount of time that they would need to. Too weird. Roan, you'll just need another unfortunate reminder of the war. Oh, your DNA is more than just a little different. It's quite different. If I weren't so pressed for time by the project, I'd be interested in running further tests on your people. Other than FEV, toxicological study, of course. Fascinating work, really. How's your DNA different? There are a number of primary and very subtle changes. Hadn't time to look into all of the changes. Blah, 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 blah. Feel free to read all that stuff, because that's a lot of text and I don't have much time. I'm like, screw it. I don't think so. I prefer to see the social Darwinism at its finest. So he's best able to assure their blah, 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 blah. This one may be one of those skill checks that if I have a high persuasion, I might be able to convince him with this one. Haven't ever stopped to think about it, really. Please give me a minute while I think over very carefully. Hate to admit it, but you may be right. What we've been planning all along isn't right. I was so blinded by trying to overcome the obstacles that I didn't even think about the morality of the quest. That's right, no. That wouldn't work. Why not? Because they just start over. Even with me dead, there's enough data between here and Navarra to assure that they could replicate my work. The only thing more drastic would be enough. More drastic? What do you mean? The Enclave must be destroyed! Thank you, Dr. Kleiner. Completely even. If we're not, then we'll just pick up the pieces and start over somewhere else. What do you suggest, then? Leave the Enclave destroyed. I think that the best way to do it is just to release the FEV toxin into the air filtration system. Since the Enclave is a sealed system, that would just be a heavy poisoning for everybody. Take care of everyone. What about my people? Or me? Or you, for that matter? I can release the antidote into the air system for all the cells. The detention level is The detention level is severed by a separate air system because they don't want to breathe the same air as the unclean mutant humans, which, by the way, it does make sense because human evolution involves the change of DNA to better suit an environment. A radioactive outside world? Well, your clean, pure DNA is not going to be as good as somebody who's adapted to it for over several generations. Let's see. With the cell's attention center's air system from the rest of the Enclave, everyone will think that I'm just running another test. You and I can inoculate directly here and now. What about my team? No, Vic! Why? I don't care about Vic. He reaches in with a syringe. No, thanks, Doc. What happens when the FEV toxin is released? It's not pretty. You should leave as soon as possible. Okay, so this may be how we're going to get past everybody. If all the guards are dead, then the only people I have to worry about is the robots. And if I get the chip off the president, I won't have to worry about the robots. So I think we might have an answer here. But I'm thinking it's going to be the next episode before we get that answer. It's not pretty. You should leave as soon as possible. I'd rather have the weight of 1,000 on my conscience than the several 100,000. Or time is enough for we had our chance. Honestly, maybe a few 100,000 just in America. But over the entire planet, we don't know who survived or how bad the world is in the Fallout world. We only see the America's perspective for the Fallout franchise. For all we know, countries like Australia never even got hit by nukes, and they're doing fine in a Mad Max post-apocalyptic way, but they're still there, you know? Bunch of guys in leather and sports equipment running around beating each other up with spears and sawed-off shotguns. Yeah, all right. Let's see. How will I free my people? You should probably shut down the power. I know that the reactor is controlled by a large computer near the reactor. Well, if you don't know exactly what you need to do to shut the reactor down, your sacrifice remembered by all the people, I'd be like, dude, just come with us. You can hang out with us. You're cool, man. I mean, you might have killed some of my people, but you try some of our local women, I think you might change your mind. You know? One of us. About time you for you to come to your senses, old coot. Now get moving. When this starts to throw down the spears, and whether heaven and their tears did the smile his work to see. Do you who made lamb make thee? Eh? Oh, just something I remembered from a long-dead poet. I was wondering if there was still a place for those who've worked towards such a dark end for so long. Our time is over. Yours has just begun. Actually, my character's probably in his 30s. I don't really know. Okay, thanks for your help, Director. You're a brave man. Okay. Warning, toxins are released into the air ducts. Okay. I'm curious what's about to happen, but at the same time, I gotta get to a computer console to shut down the power. Power plant machinery. It's gotta be a console in this room, then. Maybe I can science this thing. I gotta find a dang console. He said it's near the power plant. Now, if I do any changes between now and the next episode, I'll let you know. But, as far as I can tell... Where's there a console? There's a console here, but that's nowhere near the power plant. Let's check this room out. There's also one next to him. Let's check that out next. I didn't even notice this one. Alright, Alright, let's science this real quick. This isn't looking good for me, folks. I don't know. Maybe there's a console over here that I didn't see before. What even is this thing? Nothing out of the ordinary. Just some weird blue flask-looking machine. Why'd you walk all the way around for the door I just opened? It's weird. Come on, come on. Okay, I feel like something's going to go horribly wrong, yeah. Because will people start dropping all of a sudden? That's what I'm curious about. I'm not seeing any other consoles. This is the only other console I know of. Okay, let's science this one. Failed to learn anything. Okay, so honestly, I don't know what to do. I'm going to have to keep trying different doors until I get something right, so. And the time is up on this episode, so next episode might very well be the conclusion to Fallout 2. I can figure out what the hell I'm doing. But if it's not, then surprise. Still nothing. I cannot figure out what this computer he talked about is. At least talking about the actual reactor. Nope, nothing. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. Hopefully, I can figure it out between episodes and maybe be like, hey, look, we got this started. If not, if let's say this ending, this poison gas ending, isn't a true ending because it's something they removed because I don't see a console, then I might have to go and steal the thing from him after all. So, we'll figure that out by the next episode, before the episode, hopefully. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by and joining. If you liked it, hit that like, subscribe for future content. Feel like it, drop a comment below your thoughts on this game and other things. And if we do end the episode next episode, is the final one, that is, then we'll be starting Fallout Tactics after that. And then we'll go to Fallout 3 after that. So, thank you for joining me. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.